My name is Patrick. I work for EML. It's a sound company who supplies the sound for Pukkelpop. I work there since 25 years now as a senior sound engineer. Pukkelpop started, I think, 25 or even longer time ago as a small alternative festival in the Opolsburg. We were supplying sound from day one. It's been grown every year, and now it has 8 stages. It's still more or less an alternative festival. However, there are big names like Eminem, Prodigy, and many others. Since this festival has 8 stages, it's very important that we interfere as less as possible between the different stages. That's why we use a very narrow line array system and a lot of cardio subs on the side to avoid interact between the different stages, of course. There are very small stages, but there is also a big stage. It's called the main stage. On the main stage we have 2 main clusters, of course, outfills, front fills, 6 delay lines, actually 7 delay lines, and all the other stages only have a left-right, outfill, front fills, and no delay systems. In the beginning of the 90s, everybody was using analog consoles, but more and more people try to use digital desks. In the beginning, it was only for touring that most of the bands, of the major bands, brought their own desks with them. But now, even the new generation of engineers, they keep asking for digital desks as a festival desk. That's why for the first year, this year, we decided to do one stage completely digital with a Digico SD8 on monitors. At the main stage, there's only one analog board anymore, which has been used for maximum 2 or 3 bands every day. All the other bands bring their own consoles. It's a mixture of Digico and other brands. Since more and more bands bring their own desks, it's very important to have a very good front-end system where you can connect all the different desks together and use it as a, let me say, AD or DA converter mixer to the PA system. This year we use Apex IntelliX for that purpose, and we've been very happy with the fact that you can connect IS and analog together on different inputs. That's not a feature that you find with other brands. It's a very nice tool. It sounds good, and the software is very straightforward. Good morning. We are 2 weeks after Pukkelpop now, and at Pukkelpop we first used the Coda Viray system. The reason why we tried the system at Pukkelpop was because we are always looking for new systems, and we heard good things about Coda designs so far. So we were very curious to find out how it would perform at the real-life festival, because having a demo or listening to a demo set always sounds fine. That's why they create the demos for. But the real world is a different thing. The first thing we noticed when we unpacked the Coda system is that the rigging is very easy to use, and there are no loose pins or steels or anything that you can forget in preparation. So everything comes with the cabinet, which is a positive point. Transport is easy, the weight is okay, and rigging to the frame is smooth and fast. Setting up the angles is also no problem, and you can set the angles before you go out on the production, so that's easy. Anybody can lift the system then without having to worry about the angles. Since we used the Coda as a center delay system, it was not meant to be used as a main system. So we could have a good listen to it, but not as a main system. It fulfilled its task pretty good. Front to back coverage was even, and the output was very nice. So the setup for the V-Array was, as I said before, it was a center delay fill behind the front of house mixing tower. There's the big left and right system. There are first a delay line of two big line array systems, and the Coda was sitting in between the big line array systems to cover up the gap behind front of house. The rejection backwards of the V-Array was good, so there was hardly no effect in the front of house tower from the V-Array. I also like the idea of having a plug-and-play system where everything comes in one package, so there is no discussion about settings or cabling or wiring. It's just a plug-and-play system, which is these days very interesting, especially when you need to sub-hire. And that's a nice thing about the system.